Hello and welcome back to the channel. It's some more Nightingale. So today we're gonna go over a couple of things I've kind of learned, and I wish the game kind of told me, and maybe it did. Some of the stuff I may have just skipped it because well I'm good at doing that, and some of the stuff I just kind of I'm like I wish I could do this, and then it is. All right, so the first one, if you like when I first started, I had a I got overzealous with an axe. And I whacked one of my things, right? So now my portal is taking damage, right? And I'm trying to figure out how to fix my my portal because my portal's broken and I don't know how to fix it. So if you go to you can do this with a crude or your first crafting bench, right? And if you look at this guy, you're gonna go down here and you're gonna find a simple hammer. So you'll need a stone block, a wood bundle, and some straps. Straps you get from your tanning bed over here. And you can make a simple hammer. If I open my inventory, I should have my simple hammer right here. You can just drop this guy down here on your bar somewhere. You can also drop it up here. Usually when you pick those things up. Oh no, I didn't do it that time. Sometimes it does. I don't know what. I haven't quite figured everything out with this game yet. So now I have my little simple hammer there. I can run up. Once I get up close enough to it, I can hit it, and it will start repairing my base for me. So that was just one of those things. It's simple, but it's nice to be able to repair things. So this portal is obviously currently activating. If you go up here and you hit your realm card here, so right now the only address card I have is a state address to a friend of mine's, or I can reopen the portal, right? So if you hit, so right now if I reopen this portal, it will go to the last place that it is, which is, oh, I don't remember where we went last, but so you don't have to spend your cards. So if the portal closes, because they will close after a while, even when you're in the other area, you can just run over here. You hit E on this thing, tell it to reopen the portal, and then it will start. Basically, it'll go through its animation. Now, I will say that a lot of this stuff, especially when you're opening portals, you're going between different places, stuff like that. Right now, the game is slow. I'm sure the server load is just everybody's trying to make new portals and trying to blitz through the game as fast as they can, and that's causing loads on the server. I'm sure over time that will get better once they have more server and people do kind of drop off. But that's how you reopen the portal without having to put cards back in it. If for some reason, say you close this portal and you remember the combination, you have to remember the combination and who opened it. So this portal was actually opened by Pete. So if I wanted to go back, and it's the I can go in here. I can see the card. I can't remember the name of it. It's one of the mission cards that you need to do. Pete just happened to have the card on him, and I didn't. So it is the not the abeyance. Is it the antiquarian? That may be the antiquarian. That may be the antiquarian card. So, and I don't have one on me. But if I reset this portal and I put the forest antiquarian, which is what this is, then it will open a different realm because I opened it. If you want to get back to the portal that Pete opened, you would have to he would have to put those back in. So, just so you know, if you're ever trying to get back to someplace you're trying to go to. So another thing that we were trying to do for the longest time is, we'd make, we're out in the wild or whatever. Let me get down here. I've opened all kinds of crazy stuff. Let's see, let me make a bedroll, right? So you place a bedroll, and you're like, okay, so I placed a bedroll. Okay, I've done all my resting in it. Okay, it's time to move. Well, you can either leave the bedroll there and come back to it, or you hit the X key on your keyboard there. Once you do that, you can copy it. So we can copy it. we can hit our R key on it, and that allows us to move it. Or you can just press and hold the V key for a while, and that will basically reduce it to its parts, and you can pick it back up. It took us forever. We were complaining so much about not being able to pick stuff up, and then we found it in the key one time, and then we're like, oh, okay, well that makes a lot more sense now. So yeah, now like this one, if I try to do it on this building here, like I can't move this building because there's too many parts in it right now. So if I tell it to move it, it's like, yeah, this structure can't be moved. I think it's just too many parts for me to move the entire building. Because I think what it's doing is it's trying to move the entire building together, including all the boxes, everything inside of it. It would just be, it's a lot of stuff. Oh, if you want to, so like right now I have nothing that shows up on my markers, right? I have like my home. If I go open my map, and I'm like, okay, what's this guy here? This is the Astrolabe site, right? Okay, it's the Astrolabe is the one that this one is. I'm sorry. So if I want to go to the Astrolabe site again, like I don't have any marker for that. If I right click on the map, and then I just choose like a random thing here, right? I'm like, we'll make it the headstone guy here, right? So now I put the marker over the marker that's there. But you're gonna make a liar out of me now, game? Oh, is it behind? No, it shouldn't be. The Astrolabe is up there. Why aren't you showing? Okay. Maybe it's this one I need to do. Okay, so that one will show up there. Well, that shows up as a world beacon, so that way you can kind of see where it's going. And yesterday, like I set one of these other icons, specifically set this one, and it showed up on my map, and it's not doing it today. It's making me upset. Oh lordy. Oh, okay. So you only have 5 world beacons, which is fine. And then you just left click on them to remove them. So I don't know. Obviously, the game's in early access. They're still working on it, but that does give you the ability to kind of mark something on the map and then be able to work your way towards it. Let's see. Oh, if you're trying to figure out how the hell I got in a third person, hit escape. Okay. Oh, also, here's a bonus one. If you're in the desert and you have an umbrella and you're overheating, just rip your umbrella out. And then it provides shade. If you look down at the bottom, it provides a sheltered buff. So you can actually get sheltered and basically not overheat in the desert. It's great. It also protects you from rain and hail and all kinds of good stuff. All right. So third person. So we'll hit escape. We're going to go to a video menu here. Enable third person view experimental. So basically we change in and out. Camera shake, other stuff that's in here. Aliasing, all kinds of crazy stuff. And then in gameplay, you can automatically hide your HUD. So basically, if you turn this on, if you're looking, try to figure out how to get a screenshot. If you like, kind of line up your screenshot for a second, right? So line up your screenshot, and then you just wait a little while, and don't touch anything, and most of the stuff will go away. Come on, you're gonna make a liar out of me today, too, game. Oh, game, I hate. Oh, the game is hating me today. Oh, it's not working. Oh, I love early access games. Show damage numbers. And then social invites. It seems like to be invited to somebody else's game, you have to be on public. But if you aren't, if you're on private, it's like you're playing solo. And then there was also graphics high quality, low. There is. Apply those. Somewhere in here, there is a thing for streamer mode. that hides your name. It does not hide the name of the people in your party with you. So you have to kind of be careful of that. Socials and enable streamer mode, right? So if I go enable streamer mode and then I open P, it basically it hides my name, right? And then even if I create party player, it's just player. It hides my name. But if you're playing with somebody else, even if they're in streamer mode, it still displays their name. So hopefully they'll fix that in the future. If you're trying to figure out how, like, you and your buddy are playing and you picked up all the trees and he's like, oh, I really needed that tree, it was special, my great grandpappy left it to me. You hit tab, you can just grab something like this and you can drop it. Now, it's not intuitive right now. It's saying how many would you like to drop, quantity, right? Kilograms, how much space. This little bar here, if you grab it, you can choose how much you want to drop. So you can actually split the stack when you drop it. And then if I do that, and then I can pick those back up. So that is how you drop, and more importantly, how you split to only drop part of it and not have to drop your entire stack. Okay, and then our infusions. This is other, and I figured this out at one point, and then I forgot it, and then I tried to remember it again. So this one's health regeneration. Let me see if I find a good one. I have there's range damage, health regeneration. Health regeneration sounds good. So if I do this, I put that in my backpack. Melee damage, poison resistance. That one reduces weight, minus 10% weight. I would do that one too. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go here, and you do have to have your stuff upgraded, I believe, and you upgrade it with it's another station. It's always another station. It's one of them in here. Is it this one? It's the upgrades. The upgrade station. Excuse me. So basically, you just choose that. You choose that. You choose the essence you want to upgrade with. I don't have enough to do it right now because I just spent all of my essence buying things. So I open this health regeneration. I'm gonna right click it. I'm gonna apply it. And then basically I can choose what I want to put it on. So I'm going to put it on my pants. Right? And then basically depending on how upgraded your item is how many things you can put on it. So we'll do that. So now it's going to be 10% health regeneration rate. So I'll apply that infusion. And then weight is minus 10. Right? So we'll go ahead. We're going to apply this one. And this one gives me a little bit more stuff. I'm going to put it on my backpack. So that way, now I can apply that infusion. And now if I look at my backpack, it now says maximum weight is 90. I don't know where it says the weight reduction. But hopefully, you start stacking some weight reduction. Here's your health regeneration is 19.8. So now my health, a little bit faster for my health regeneration. But that's how you apply infusions. Now, we're going to get into a couple of things here that we got into other games. And because we were playing Power World, because we played Enshrouded, there's a couple of items here that, like, climbing, because we're like, we want climbing. Well, there's climbing in the game. We want a glider. Well, there's a glider in the game. I can't dodge. Well, there's dodging in the game. But you just have to know how to get to it. So the first one is climbing, right? Oh yeah, so there's the thing disappearing for me. So as I run around, I can run over here and do what I need to. And as I move, the HUD kind of pops up, and if I stay still for a little bit, maybe I didn't save it earlier, maybe that was my fault. I'll have to I'll accept that. So there's a create. Yep. So then it all kind of fades out. You can take your nice screenshot. If you're trying to figure out how I got my the purple dress and the purple umbrella and everything, those are Twitch drops right now. I'm not streaming on Twitch. I would recommend you to go find your favorite person on Twitch and go support them. It takes you a long time. I think it's 8 hours total to get everything. And then, but then you go. So these are the climbing axes. So if I run over here and find something that I can actually climb. Come on. Now I will say the third person view can get a little bit weird. So there she goes. Look at that. She's climbing. So there is climbing in the game. It does use your stamina very quickly. So be aware of that. But if you're looking to try to figure out where there's climbing at, there's climbing in the game. There's also a glider in the game. You pull out your umbrella. Oh, look at that. I'm Mary Poppins, y'all. So the umbrella acts like a glider. So you do have to hit spacebar. So you hit jump and then spacebar again, and you can glide. Spacebar. Hit spacebar to drop it. It does eat your stamina fairly quickly. And most of my stuff has been upgraded to uncommon. But there's that. Now, also, if you look down on the bottom right of my screen, like right now, I have left click is a hit, right? It's an attack or a mine or whatever, and right click is a block. So that's how you block, or you use your shield to block, right? So the axe is the same thing, strike and block. The hammer is repair things, or ooh, look how funny it changed. So the same thing with these, and also the knife. So basically the hammer, basically the one-handed items or the dual wielding items, you can dodge, right? So if I want to, you can see she does a little jump and then a dodge, and she eats some of her stamina up. So if you're trying to figure out how to do your dodge, that's it. Now, like I said earlier about the umbrella, so if you're out in the desert and it's hot and the sun's beating down on you and you don't like it, pull out your umbrella. And you basically get sheltered and the hotness goes away, and then you can run around in the desert. It makes life a whole lot easier. I highly recommend crafting an umbrella fairly soon. Also, my personal preference, I do like the climbing axes as a weapon. They do very well for me. Our recruits don't seem to be able to use them very well. We haven't gone super far into them, but they don't seem to use them very well. But hopefully you found the information contained herein helpful. I hope that it's helps you. Maybe you learn something that you didn't learn. If there's something silly that you think that people are complaining about, and you think that the game already contains, leave it down in the comments. I'm still learning. We're still trying to figure stuff out. The devs have said that they want to add more biomes and stuff like that. So all this stuff is changing, and it will continue to change for a while. But we're all still learning the game. We're all still trying to figure things out. So if you have a question, a comment, or concern, please leave that below. If you like this video, please consider throwing a like on it. And if you are not subscribed to the channel, please consider doing that. It really does help us. So with that, you guys be safe, and we will catch y'all next time.